Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am the two-time, the boxer ordering the boxed. And I am back in Richmond. Rich what? Richmond. Rich what? Richmond. So anyway, I don't think I'm going to be quite as busy in this one as I was in the last video. Like if you remember, I did the Sports Hall of Fame, I did the Museum of Vancouver, the Macmillan Space Center, the Maritime Museum, Granville Island. I don't have this much lined up. I don't have that much lined up, but I do have like maybe one or two things that I can do here in Richmond. We're going to get started on that. I'm at the Richmond Olympic Experience. Got my questions, so let's see what I can find here. So the first question that I'm asked is to locate the surfing simulator, because there is a surfing simulator here. I can literally point behind their desk to tell them where it is. So it's like, yeah, I can be like, hey, it's right over there. So, come on, it's like, I know I'm trying not to give you guys the answers for these ones, but that's just, it's right there, I'm sorry. Okay, so, I actually learned today that it wasn't until 2016 that you had an athlete competing with a hijab. It's like, I actually would have figured that would have happened like a long time ago, but apparently it's been within the past 10 years. So there's also, they have here various medals from different games throughout the years. And they talk about things like the designs, what they're made of. Like a bronze medal is actually an alloy of copper and zinc. Gold medals are made of sterling silver and are coated with gold as opposed to being straight gold. Because they haven't done that since 1912. That was the last time that a gold medal was completely gold. So I have received my stamp for the Richmond Olympic Experience. As I walk out, because you actually have to walk in order to even find a desk. It's like halfway in there. A lot of places are like right at the entrance, so. As I look around, I see all the displays. There was one thing here that I wanted to grab before I left. This is actually one of the Olympic torches that they had. So there you go. I held an Olympic torch. So I'll see if I can hit up one more place, because I think that was attraction number 17. So one more attraction, and I have the necessary 18 stamps, and I already have more than enough of the neighborhood stamps. So yeah, well, there you go. I'm almost there. And we have left Richmond. Actually, we left Richmond about a week and a half ago. I had actually already done the Vancouver video, right, where like it was a Sports Hall of Fame, the museums, well, both museums, the Macmillan Space Center and all that. And I started another video the next day, that Richmond Olympic Experience, but something came up. Probably gonna have to talk about it at some point, but it is a family thing, so I am nicely gonna ask you guys to leave it alone until I'm comfortable getting to it. So anyway, I've hit Vancouver a couple of times. I've hit Richmond a couple of times. I've even done Maple Ridge and New Westminster. You know where I have not been in a while? North Vancouver. So I am on the sea bus now, and we'll see where my tourism passport can take me. So when I do come to North Van, which is not that often, 9 times out of 10 I hit up Sal's Pizza, which is right here when you get off at the sea bus. Like, nice convenient spot, really good pizza, and if you get a chance, I suggest at least trying it once. And I have arrived at the Museum of North Vancouver. So I got my questions, and let's look around and see what I can find. So anyway, there's a feature exhibit going on here that is where the jukebox is located. It's called Echoes of a Memory. Basically, it's about, like, as we're going into themes of memory, aging, connection. Also talks about dementia and memory loss. So basically, yeah. So basically, it might be worth coming down and actually checking out the exhibit. So the first question is answered there in the feature exhibit, and I'm off to the main gallery where I'm going to find the second answer. So over here, this is actually where you'll look for the second answer, but I don't want to say what the question is, even though this is like the second to last day or something. We wish we had these gas prices, folks. Not all canoes are created equal. Canoes used by Squamish and Tsleil-Waututh peoples varied in styles and sizes depending on use and conditions of the water, which include a river canoe, which is a small shovel-nosed canoe, River canoes are small shovel-nosed canoes that are carved for use in fast currents. In many cases, when people used the small river canoes, they used long hardened poles to pull up a river instead of paddling. There's also inlet canoes and seagoing canoes, which I'm going to assume are for the use accordingly. Get a load of this thing here. Ladies and gentlemen, the newt suit. You know what? I'm here. I'll walk in. So, got here the car. Like I said, a lot like the Stevenson tram, and they have like the exterior of things like this, ones like this at the New West Old Spaghetti Factory, and probably a few, maybe or maybe not a few others. So let's see. I have all the stamps I need to submit to the passport, but I'm here in North Van. There's one place left I still might want to check out. And I'm back. Back at Capilano Suspension Bridge, folks, where I challenged my fear of heights a few years ago. In fact, I think it'll be 5 years this September that I came here. So, got here my questions. There's 4 of them. And I guess I'm going to go around and see what I can find. Capilano. Pia Milano. Wayne Carlick, Tlingit, and James Lewis Simshian, 1993 and 1994. This was the first pole carved by Wayne Carlick at Capilano Suspension Bridge Park. This pole was raised in honor of Mary Capilano and her grandson, Chief Simon Baker of the Squamish Nation. This dedication was an important symbolic gesture by the carvers, honoring the Squamish Nation, whose traditional territory they would be raising poles on. When the pole was raised, there were 5 generations of Mary Capilano's family present. Mary Capilano is of the Bear clan, and she is represented by the bear figure on the pole. The top of the pole is accented with real human hair. A unique feature is that as the hair was donated by Wayne Carlick's grandmother, Antonia Jack. So any chance you get, you should always high-five a bear. There you go, high-five a bear. Okay, so I tried to avoid giving away the answers to these, but one of the questions is a clear, like, look at us, this is what we sell, like literally selling. It's, so, they have Tentry and Herschel, which is locally made and custom branded apparel that they have in the Trading Post gift store, so, yeah. I feel like, okay, that they're literally selling stuff and they're putting that in there, so I'm going to interpret that as them wanting you to talk about that. So, yeah. There, I talked about it. Okay, folks. I have the stamp. I have the 4 questions. I'm on the bridge, and I'm trying not to be scared. Of course, people like to shake this stuff. They like to screw with other people, which is like, I might break my camera over their heads. That's why I have 2. And it might be the best $2,000 I ever spent. But I would be remiss if I'm doing this video at Capilano Suspension Bridge. It would be sacrilegious to not get at least one shot of the view. Because that's just how I roll with this channel. The things I do for you people, I hope you appreciate me. So let's see if we can get a good spot. I promise you people who are watching me on my channel right now, whatever shaking you see on the camera, it is worse in real life. It does not help. I know it's my fault, but it does not help that I'm a 300-something pound man. So I'm not going to cross all the way today. That was not the point of the video. I just wanted to get the stamps that they got on one side. And just want to make sure I got that image before I finished. I'll see you when it's safer. Okay, I may have to go back and double check the footage from a few years ago when I first came on my birthday in 2020 and the Christmas video I did that year, because I remember coming here for the Christmas video. But that was easily the worst I remember for the shakiness. Like, I don't know, maybe I visited on like quieter days when nobody was here, those times. But even on the days where I didn't film, that was honestly a lot worse than normal. So I don't know if it's just because it was busier or Or what? Okay, I am back now, folks. Before I leave, I got here a postcard. I also got and I survived, but I got that before I ate. A little bit of strawberry syrup on it, but I think I also got one of the last times that I was here. But yeah, it's like this one was definitely felt a lot worse. It was a lot shakier than I remember it being. So I wanted to sit down and try to settle myself before I left. And I got to treat myself to something real good. So definitely recommend the berry waffles. I had the strawberry shortcake. There's also a blueberry dream and capilano crunch. Almost accidentally ordered the frozen yogurt because it was so shaky. I just was a little, I guess, maybe disoriented, for a lack of a better word, from the experience. So yeah, aside from that, I think I'm done like the mainline stuff. There may be like a side thing or two that I want to do from it, but as far as like the main thing, the main stuff, the attractions, this is the last one I wanted to take a look at. So thank you for joining me. If there's something that you liked and I haven't done a full video of, because remember I have done a full Capilano Suspension Bridge video. That was like that was 2020. So like about almost 5 years ago, I did that. And some of the others I've done full videos of, like, let's see. I did the cannery with Paul for my 500th. That was my 500th video. Let's see, what else have I done full videos of? Museum of Vancouver, I think I've done the full video of. Let's see. But yeah, like I know that there are videos. I know that there are some videos where I've done something like full ones of. But you can look through the Box It Does playlist, and if there's something I haven't done a full video of that you've seen here, let me know. I'll see if I can do like a more in-depth video, because some places are actually pretty interesting. So that said, I'd like to thank you all for joining me, and till next time, bye everyone.